Ahead of the International Women's Day, the College of Medicine and Pharmaceutical Sciences is encouraging women in the healthcare sector to invest in themselves. We have more in this report.
The management of the College of Medicine and Pharmaceutical Sciences in Lagos State is commemorating the 2024 International Women's Day among women in the healthcare sector. The theme of this year's event is titled Inspire Inclusion, a call to action to ensure an enabling environment for women to thrive. Lack of work-life balance was identified as one of the challenges faced by women in the healthcare sector, and this gathering gives insight to embrace healthy living. The women were also encouraged to invest in themselves and pursue their career goals and aspirations.
Have a true value system. What are the things defines what success means for you? Set short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals and try and achieve all of them. If you fail once in a while, it's not a problem, but just pick up the baits and then move from there.
What I want women to do here is to actually be focused, be determined, and go for what they want with no apologies. No apologies. Don't think that you're a woman and you have to be mild or you have to be meek. Just be yourself.
As the world celebrates International Women's Day, it is hoped that women inclusion will reach a record high in our communities. Zainab Akonde, TVC News, Lagos.
For more on the International Women's Day, Chief Executive Officer, Lead for Good Africa, Chinonso Clark, joins me on the news. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for having me.
So in the course of the week, we've been speaking to women as to whether we have made progress or not when it comes to gender equality. Some say we have not, others say we have, but the progress is slow. But the controversy is really whether it is that the opportunities have not been given or that women are not taking these opportunities and also investing in themselves. I want to get your thoughts on that conversation.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I also, when I was coming on, I knew that this was the first question that you were going to ask about the progress we've made. Have we made progress? Yes. Is there much more ground to cover? Yes. According to the United Nations report, Nigeria still has a lot of ground to cover when it comes to the subject of achieving gender equality, both at political level and even when you speak about grassroots level. And so, yes, we've made progress, but we still have a lot of work to do. And that's why this International Women's Day tomorrow offers us an opportunity, and even the whole of March, it offers us an opportunity to track our progress, see how far we've come, see the grounds that needs to be covered, and then commit to taking action as we continue that long journey of attaining gender parity at all levels of society.
But what I was really trying to bring out from that question was whether the slow, pace of progress, is it that women are not taking these opportunities or that these opportunities have not been provided?
Well, think about the systemic patriarchy that we have to deal with. This is something that has gone on for years. So if we are dealing with something that's systemic, then it means that there's a lot of work that needs to be put in the ground, opportunities that needs to be created. Think about access as well to creating access for people in underserved communities. Because for instance, I do work in underserved communities, and I see the challenges that women have in those communities. One thing that my organization is doing is democratizing access. So we're going into the communities where women do not have opportunities. We're setting up a skill empowerment center. So yes, there are opportunities on some level, but there's still, we still have a lot of women on the ground in rural communities and underserved communities who we need to reach. And sometimes we have to take our programs and these empowerment programs that we speak about, the empowerment opportunities we have for economic advancement, we have to take it to them, right, so that they can have access to it. So yes, we need to create more opportunities for empowerment as we, advocate for gender equality.
And as we advance towards that, that space of gender equality, what will inclusion look like?
Well, what inclusion will look like, women are, taking more responsibility, for instance, or more opportunities for women in leadership positions at government level. Inclusion will look like women also having opportunities in corporate organizations. Inclusion will look like women having access to financing for their businesses. Inclusion will look like more women being economically empowered. right? So that they can fend for themselves and also fend for their families. Inclusion will look like gender discrimination or gender-based violence being persecuted so that women can feel heard and they can also get a sense that the society cares for the issues that they go through. That's those are some of the things that I believe that inclusion will look like. So both at political level, government level, both at private sector organizations, creating more opportunities, and also for mothers as well. It's a whole subject of it's a whole discussion. And I think also education. A lot of young girls are out of school. They're in the north. I've been working on several projects in the north. Young girls are plagued by child marriage, and so they don't have opportunities to complete their education. Right, so more opportunities for girls to be educated, more opportunities for girls to be also encouraged to be educated in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Right, encouraging more entrepreneurs as well. Those are things that would encourage inclusion, at all levels. So we start from the family, of course, and then even religious organizations. Every single sector of society has a part to play when it comes to the subject of encouraging inclusion of women at all levels.
And we're hoping that this goes beyond a day's or a week's conversation and become, a daily conversation.